Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They hella deep, 20 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show. Not the food, though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Brian, and Reeves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
Welcome to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. I am your host, Jamal. With me, as always, is my co-host, Reeves. Say what's up.
What's up, people? We're in the season. We're in the season now, the Top Chef season.
We're in the season that's given us a reason. Is your co-host here?
Let's see. He is currently rubbing his forehead because he's so worried and so tired. But that's okay. He's gonna power through with a little help from his friends.
But he is here.
My co-host, say hello to people, bravo.
Hey everyone. Hope everyone is doing well this fine evening.
Kind of somber today, aren't you? You're usually
Tired.
You're usually like chippy. You're like I know we do this in jest of like, oh, Reeves, your co-host is here. But then I'm usually thinking, okay, here comes Brian. He's going to pick the energy back up. You kind of like put us into the balls of hell right now.
I am almost always the energy of the podcast, that's for sure.
Yep.
I bring the chippy, as they say in London. But speaking of international things, though it was in the same continent. I don't know how anything works. I was in Canada. I was in Toronto the last 4 days.
How'd you get back?
Yesterday. I drove up on Wednesday. With my sketch team.
When. I said, how did you get back?
Drove.
But you said yesterday first.
Drove there, flew back.
I didn't
keep this
ask
car.
that.
You keep it.
What kind of question is how did you get back?
Yeah.
No one asks how did you get back. They ask when did
I
you get
do.
back.
I'm different. I asked how did you. I knew when you got back. You obviously got back yesterday or earlier today. But I wanted to know how. What was the mode of transportation?
Car.
Okay.
Well, could have been something else. Could have been a boat.
Could have been something else. Could have been a boat.
Could have been a
It could
plane.
have been a boat.
Foot.
Could have been
Could have
foot.
been a lot of stuff. Yeah. See? So, not that crazy of a question.
Because that would make sense with the tiredness.
Yes.
Drove there, walked back.
Well,
Yeah.
so here's the thing. When I do say
And
driving,
boy,
I
am
mean
my
Flintstone's
arms
car.
tired.
I mean Flintstone's car when I
Yes.
say drove back.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so
Yes.
tired. It's Flintstone's
That's
car.
That's why your calves are so big.
Yeah, that's why I can do it. No one else can really do Flintstone's car.
I
It's
can't. That's for
a little
damn sure.
obsolete.
Lost all this weight. Can't even do an electric car.
Well, and do we want to talk about it, Jamal?
What?
That you've been...
You want to talk about my horniness?
Well, there was that. And now I know you went back to the doctor. And
Went back to the doctor.
doctor took his glasses off and said, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but I have to diagnose you with being sexy.
Yeah. Which I was like, well, put your glasses on because I question this now. You took your glasses off and then you said, I got to diagnose you as sexy. People's eyesight never gets better when you take your glasses off.
Jamal, I had my glasses on. I read the results, said sexy. I took them off, still said sexy, even though I can't see with them on.
Keep the glasses on.
I think
I
what
don't know
it
why we're
was.
taking off the glasses.
Well, I think what it was is the doctor took their glasses off and then also let their hair down, and they wanted you to return the compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. See, I'm not good at reading the room.
They were fishing. They were
I
like,
get
Jamal, you're
caught up
sexy.
on the-
Glasses down, hair down,
Yeah.
and you're like,
That
okay.
explains why she also like had water dripping on her in the chair that she was in. She like twirled her hair around her circle.
Yeah.
I was like, "You're making
Mhm.
a mess."
Yeah.
All right, so I'm an idiot. I should have paid the compliment back. I'll remember that next time I go to my doctor.
Yeah, next time you go to a doctor, make sure you tell them that they're sexy.
Yeah.
That's a good note for everyone.
Do you have any questions for me? Yeah, you're sexy.
Doctors are people too.
Yeah.
Sexy as hell,
You're telling me
man.
doctors don't want compliments?
They sure do, man.
Mhm.
Everyone wants compliments. Doctors, women on the street.
Some of the best doctors.
And they're not mutually exclusive, those two things.
No.
No.
And I'm
Mm-mm.
tired of people thinking that they are. All right, so this week is a special week and this is the week that Top Chef season 21 starts.
We're
Which
a week
means,
before.
Brian,
Which
do you want to
means-
lay down before we get started
Yeah,
here?
It'd be really nice, I think.
For everyone
actually,
on
but
the video
I'm gonna
tier.
go through. I'm gonna get through it.
Okay.
for everyone who's on the video tier of our Patreon, please subscribe to our Patreon. Brian is wiping his eyes. He's yawning.
Mhm.
I'm doing
I
a
know
lot of
you-
sweepy
he's
eye rubs.
doing sweepy eye rubs. He's kind of horizontal right now. His recording studio is kind of horizontal. He's usually sitting at a desk. He's laying down with a pillow.
I got De Niro eyes going on.
He's got De Niro. I can't stand when he does De Niro eyes.
I got another baby.
Sweepy.
Got another baby.
Yeah.
Real
I did it.
sweepy.
So we have to do our fantasy draft for our fantasy league for season
And I know everyone
21.
loves this. Everyone
Yeah.
loves when we just say names for 45 minutes. It's everyone's
So
favorite
we-
part of the show.
Fucking
We got to
rules.
do our picks. We got to do our
We
picks.
have to. Fans would be upset if we didn't. And we're in the season, right? We're in the season of Top
Yeah.
Chef. We're in the season of doing picks and stuff like this.
And if you guys remember, since we've been doing
If you
this
don't, that's
fantasy
okay.
draft, I have won twice.
Yes. 2-time champ.
Reeves has won once.
All you need to
and
do.
Brian has won as much as he's won in his regular life. None.
I've never won.
He's never won.
But you know what that means? I'm due.
You are due, and it builds a nice narrative and story, right? You're the underdog.
I gotta finish my story.
You gotta finish your story. And if we know
And don't
anything
let
about
anyone else. Yeah, and don't let anyone else tell your story either.
Oh no. Don't let anyone else come in like someone from Hollywood and try and take your story and then very quickly afterwards retroactively be like, "Oh no, it was a whole thing I was doing. I knew.
won't take your story.
I'm not going to do it and actually I'm an asshole. I'm a bad guy."
Yeah.
I was being a bad guy the whole time.
No,
Yeah.
that's not a tape recorder. My phone's not recording.
I knew what
Yeah.
I was doing
That's
the
not.
whole time.
Yeah. That's not gonna. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna finish my story
Good.
at WrestleMania.
Good.
And win Top Chef fantasy.
Here I was thinking that you were too tired to do a wrestling reference, and then you fucked it up.
Never
You
too
still got-
tired
you
to
still got some
reference
energy in
wrestling.
there- in
I'll do
this.
it. I'll do that from my deathbed. They'll be like, I think he's gone, and then I'll sit up restrained.
Yeah. Just like
and
freaking
then I'll fucking
Undertaker.
die.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He's your brother, Undertaker, and then I'll die.
Damn you to hell, Undertaker. We gotta
My
do
wife
this draft.
crying. My 45-year-old wife crying because I died in 10 years.
Okay. So we got to do this draft. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So many
9,
people this
10,
season.
11, 12.
That's a note I
start
have
with
up
so
front.
many.
15. There's 15, so it's a perfect 5-5-5.
It's too many.
Alright.
Cut
What
that
happened?
down.
What happened last time when Reeves had an extra person and still lost?
Yeah,
Well, all of his players got out like in the first few
yeah,
weeks.
it was very
They
upsetting.
really did. His last player lasted in Last Chance Kitchen until week 10.
Mhm.
Does that mean Reeves
Um,
gets the first pick because he was the last?
No, I do because I won.
Yes,
That is not
Yeah.
how that works.
that's
Yes,
the
it
rules.
is. The winner keeps. What are you talking
no
about?
other sport does that.
Does what?
The winner gets the first draft of the next season.
Sure they do.
Name one.
Pick up basketball.
Think about you win the court. You stay on the court.
Exactly. But if we drop a guy, if a guy's like, hey, I got to go, we get first pick of a next person to fill in. That's a draft at pick up basketball.
And Brian,
Yeah,
I
crushed your fucking ass, didn't I? Crushed your ass. You didn't think I had that ready to go.
I
That's the
hate,
politics of the court.
I hate to do this to you,
Uh-huh.
but you do need to check the last tab on our spreadsheet. That is labeled scoring, but it also has overall rules.
Okay, let me see this
Hold on,
last
I'm trying
time.
to get to
here.
it.
Point scoring. The The winner from previous season gets to pick first the following season. Oh shit, it's right there.
Oh, it's right
fucking-
there.
It's fucking written right there.
It's right in the
Can I see-
rules.
Holy
Can I see when that was added? Can I track when
No,
things were done?
that's illegal.
God.
That's illegal.
Let's see.
Actually, the last time there was edits made was today.
Let's see.
So, you know, if you,
I'm showing
Control
changes
Z.
right now.
yeah, go ahead, show changes. It's not on that tab, dummy.
Huh?
It's not on that tab.
What's not on that tab?
It's not
Any
on the
changes
tab.
because I didn't make any
It-
changes to that tab.
It doesn't matter
It's
because
not.
we both have
Nope.
immunity
It
anyway.
says it was.
Yeah,
We both are immune from this. You can't put us in jail.
yeah, you can't do anything. So, I'll be picking first,
Mm.
and since I'm picking in the dark because I didn't really get to know these people, you know, we're always picking in the dark.
Mm.
I'm looking at their photos. I don't know if you guys clicked on the link to see their photos. 'Cause
Yes.
it makes sense.
Yes,
So I'm looking at the photos.
That's what it's
A
based
couple
on.
of the contestants are wearing high top Jordan sneakers, which tells me they're going to be out quickly. Because those aren't chef shoes. Crocs are chef shoes.
Mm.
There's a guy with a cowboy hat and double arm sleeve tattoos and loafers. That guy's going to be out soon. Man. Why do I? Okay, I'll go first. You ready?
Mm.
My first pick in the 2024 Top Chef draft. We will
Dun,
take
dun, 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 dun.
Amanda Turner
Amanda
first pick.
Turner. Good pick.
from Arlington, Texas. We're taking Amanda Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wanna
like
let us know
that.
why?
All right, Reeves, you're up.
Are you
Brian goes
going to
last.
give us a reason why this person was your top draft pick?
She's black.
Hey, that's good enough
She's
for.
black.
That's good.
That's who Issa Rae said she was going to vote for, or she hopes everyone black wins.
Yep.
That's now
Thank
a
you,
legal
Issa Rae.
answer. Who votes?
you, Issa
Who picks next?
Reeves.
And I want to
That
start
makes
with
no
like
sense.
Brian, we don't. It's not like we know the ranking of these chefs. It's at
I
random.
can see Reeves
you just have.
typing on the thing right now.
It's not like we know anything about these chefs. All right, you're picking at random. It just happens
Fine.
to be that you're a bad judge of character just by looking at people. That's all.
okay, and Brian, I hate to do this to you again. But I will refer you to the last tab in our spreadsheet titled scoring, but it is also the rules, and I would look at row 12.
So winning top chef. Reeves will always go second in the draft, no matter what.
Okay, so it
I can
means,
see that. I can see.
and I will remind you that I'm immune because of my status.
Yeah, I mean, those are the rules. Them's the rules, as they say. So this is what we got to do, Brian.
I'd hate
makes
to break-
sense, though,
I'd
when you
hate
think
to
about
break
it.
the rules, so
I appreciate
It's like
that.
the host is going first, the co-host is going second, and then the co-host is going third. It makes sense when you think about it, when you break it down.
And before I start my pick,
Yep, we have time.
I do want to say, people come to this show because it's like we do so much research, right? We're
Yeah.
the Top
Yeah.
Chef podcast that we're very well
We're
researched.
yeah,
yeah.
We
we're
know
that chef.
everyone that's in this cast. We've called them up, called their previous employers. We've got
Mhm.
all the stats behind them, where they worked. So we know everything. So these are very educated guesses.
Yes. Yes.
And I mean, this is for the video tier, but I am very worried about Brian's finger.
They got long all of
Mhm.
a sudden.
It's very
Mhm.
goofy. So I just, I want everyone to know that these are educated guesses, and this is our whole thing, is that we're very educated and stats based. And because
They are
of that,
guesses, but they are based on research.
yes, facts.
Yes.
I will be picking Danny Garcia.
That was that was a
Mm.
toss up for me between Danny Garcia and Amanda. And
Was
I
it the
went,
Jordans?
Yeah, it was. It was the Jordans because I was like, you know what? He's kind of talking to me with these Jordans.
The one thing I
Alright.
am worried about with Danny is in
Mhm.
his picture,
His
which of
hometown?
course is just his hometown. Wouldn't be caught dead there.
Brooklyn, New York. Well, you would be caught dead there.
The most dangerous city in the world.
It's one of the places You would be caught dead.
There
Mhm.
was someone shot in the head on the train the other day,
Oh no!
but it was a fight. It wasn't a random murder. which
okay.
is good.
Phew.
Thank goodness.
I had to think about it. I don't get in fights. I'm worried about
Everybody
this
on the
sleeve tattoo.
train, calm down. Everyone on the train. It was not a random argument. We got in a fight, and I defended myself. I won the argument.
It is not funny, but the person who pulled the gun got it taken from them and then shot with it. No one is laughing. Reeves,
do
you
we
picked
wanna
Danny
keep this
Garcia
in, or-
because
His culinary backgrounds.
yeah,
I appreciate that
Executive chef.
he's in the executive branch. I relate to that. He has a lot of hospitality. And the thing that I'm worried about most is a little bit of his sleeve tattoo that is peeking out in his picture.
Mm-hmm.
We all know
mhm.
that Brian established very early on, and this has proven to be true, that if you have tattoos or children, was there
Mhm.
another one? Was it just those two?
Or a significant other at home,
Significant
That
other at
one's-
home?
yeah, that one's
that you
tough too,
miss?
yeah.
or a bride in Russia that you're trying to coerce
Yes,
over to America.
yes.
Mm-hmm. That means you're not going to win Top Chef.
Yep.
So I'm a little worried, but still confident.
Okay,
All
and
right.
unless there's some rule where
I
I don't
know-
get to vote in the first round, it is my
No,
turn.
you do. I know who you're gonna pick based on his occupation, profession alone,
Well, they're all
He's the
chefs.
because he's the chef and co-owner of Shuggy's Trash Pie and Natural Wine.
I was really into Shuggies. I did that when my research found that this particular chef
Mm-hmm.
was involved with Shuggy's Trash Boat Barn. I was like, that sounds pretty good to me, but I'm not. That's not where I'm gonna go.
Okay.
My first pick, and I've
In the
done
2024
like
draft.
everyone else, hours of research, late nights,
Mhm.
doing calls, checking references.
Uh-huh.
I had them running the 40. They all came down to the combine that we hosted.
Mm-hmm.
And they're running the 40, doing the jump.
You had
and this
big
guy was not
glasses
good at
on,
any of
huge
those
hat,
things.
whistle in your mouth,
Yes.
clipboard,
Yep.
shorts.
Mhm.
Show me something out there. What do you got? I'm gonna, and after all of that, I am gonna draft entirely on pants alone. My friends, I am drafting Kenny Nguyen from Athens, Georgia,
Okay.
because his pants
Mm,
are khaki, but then
Kenny.
also not khaki in parts. There's like different colors of khaki on them, and that I like.
And this
Computer
is
zoom in.
Brian. Yeah. This is Brian still pushing his Stop Asian Hate campaign.
He also has the all white Nikes on, and they look dirty. So he's not afraid to get
That's
in
right
there.
up your alley. Yeah, that's
Not
right
afraid to
up
get
your
in
alley.
there. I like this guy. I like his
style.
moxie. Yeah.
Oh, well, I like him because he's a first generation American born in Philadelphia. He
I
learned
liked
the
that
art
too.
of cooking from his family, most of all his Vietnamese grandmother, so he knows how to cook Vietnamese.
I
After
also
taking
like
classes
that.
at the Art Institute of Atlanta, the AIA, he worked his way through various kitchens and eventually became the sous chef at Sea Bear Oyster Bar. So,
Yep.
I mean, you're in good hands. You're in good
Education.
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was part of the research we do. In case you were wondering if we did research, we do.
Deep
This is a real
research.
podcast.
We always do.
Okay. All right, so we're back in the other order of the snake draft. So Brian, you go first.
Hell yeah. This one I had to think about
Mm.
because I don't feel. I'm gonna take a streamer on this one. I'm gonna take one that I think could either go out really early or could go all the way.
Laura.
No.
Okay.
I'm taking
Yeah.
David Murphy from San Francisco, California,
Wow.
David Murphy. Wow.
and that's because of Shugi's Trash Pie. I knew that I had the
okay.
snake draft, that I had drafts 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
I would secure Kenny with my first draft. That way he gets the bigger contract, of course.
Obviously.
And then the second round, I grab David.
D Murph.
And if he does end up working out, it's only a second draft pick. You know, it won't be
Mhm.
won't be a huge bust. It's second
Yeah.
round. But you know, got the
And he's a
cowboy hat in
white
the
guy.
picture.
He's a white guy, notoriously do well in these contests.
This is
Huge
true.
neck tattoo.
I find his pants unsettling.
Tight.
They're very
I can't
tight.
tell if they're leather. They might be leather.
They could be. They're a little wrinkly too.
Mhm.
And he, of course, is wearing no socks and brown loafers.
I don't like the
Yeah.
loafers.
I called this out. Those pants are very tight. They're not as tight as Kevin Andreas, DeAndre. His pants are tighter.
Painted.
But see, the thing about this guy, about David Murphy, is that he's got the bear tattoos. He's got the random
yeah.
tattoos on his arms,
Mhm.
and he looks like, you know,
It's not a
you know.
sleeve.
yes,
not-
cousin.
Technically not a sleeve. You
Yes,
just got
cousin.
random tattoos. So,
yes, cousin.
Mm-hmm.
all right, Reeves, you're up.
I've had a long think about this. Obviously, it was, spent.
Yeah, Brian took a while.
I had 2 draft picks.
That's true. I took a while to think about this because, of course, lots of research,
Mhm.
fumbling through pages. I got like a pen in my mouth, one behind my ear, I got my glasses,
Phone
the
in his
edge of my
hand.
nose. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Giant cell phone, Zach Morris cell phone in this hand to your head.
Mm-hmm. Other one, rotary phones just ringing off the hook. And I've decided Manny is who I have to go with,
Okay.
no matter what. It's got to be Manny.
Barella.
We're going Manny.
And it is because nothing to do with his looks. He seems like a very
Mhm.
nice man. But it is because part of his occupation is Camp Pickle.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate a chef that can give back to the community and to children.
Uh-huh.
And a camp that's just about pickling, I think, is a good idea. So that's my pick.
All right. I'll take Michelle Wallace.
Good call.
That's a good call. Do you want to tell us why?
She's black.
Again, that is an acceptable answer.
Thank you.
Mad respect.
I do also love Between Sandwich Co. with the B apostrophe tween.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because that's how we spell it.
That's how it's
And
pronounced. So
That's how it's pronounced. So we spell it how we pronounce it. And my second pick, I guess I'll pick Valentine Alger.
Makes sense.
And reason?
Yeah. Let me check my.
Let us know what your research showed about him that made you want to pick him. Jamal's going through a huge booklet right now.
Oh my gosh. So many
big.
files. He's pulling so many file folders out. They're just like flying. They haven't even stopped in terms of their movement. They go so far. There's all these files and he's just like throwing all of them out.
I found my notes. He's black.
You'll
You're up,
love to
Reese.
see it.
I'm going to go with the pick that will shock both of you and shake
Oh,
you to
no.
your core,
Okay.
rattle your bones.
Mm-hmm.
I will be going with Kevin. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. There is an accent mark. But I will be going with Kevin.
Okay.
Okay.
Tight pants, Kevin.
And
Those are the tightest pants. Those are the tightest pants we've seen so far in the draft.
and that's
Is there any
saying
reason you
something.
picked Kevin.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, let me just go through my papers here.
this isn't as big as Jamal's folder, but it's still pretty big.
Yeah.
Jamal's folder was lots of pages. Reeves is just really big pages.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily big folder in just like size.
Yeah. He's rolling it out.
Okay, and it says here that, and we get to page 72 of my write up on him. It says that he is, if I can just get into the specific details here, he's a chef and owner. And I had that circled and highlighted.
No, good.
Those are big.
And those are
Those are
two.
big.
I think to win Top Chef, I want someone to own their own company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Proactive leader.
Proactive.
And I want them to be a chef. And he's
Smart.
showing both of those things in my research.
He does. I saw, yeah. He is showing both of those things. Those are big.
Okay, Brian.
Brian, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to go for Kalina Bliss from Chicago, Illinois.
Kalina Bliss off the board. Another, is she Asian?
And reason? Let's see my
Yeah, so I'm
reason.
asking you, are you still doing the same?
What are you asking?
Go ahead.
Well, her
with the
pants
answer.
aren't that tight. She is wearing clogs,
Mhm.
Crocs. They're not Crocs. They don't have holes in them. Maybe they are Crocs.
Yeah,
And they have a heel.
I like a heel.
But that's not why I'm picking her. That would be silly if I just picked on based
It's
on just like
so
some
silly.
some entertainmentweekly.com/Top
Yeah.
Chef season 21
It'd be
Cashmere
so
Day trailer
goofy to do that,
with just
Brian.
pictures and names and just like very little info on them. The reason that I'm picking her is because what I found in the research that I did was that she is an executive chef at Chicago Athletic Association and
Nice.
Cindy's Rooftop.
Nice.
That's two.
nice.
Yes.
I get
nice.
two.
Nice.
I get another one.
Boys.
I think this is similar to my friend with the cowboy hat. I think this person could either go week 1 or win the whole thing. I'm going to
Dan
draft
Jacobs.
Rasika Venkatesa from
Okay.
New York, New York.
Wow. Wow. Did not see that happening for you.
I like
Sika.
that.
That is truly out of left field for Brian.
It's sort
Right.
of not though when you
It's not. Because it sounds like Rikishi, so I can see why you pick. Rasika.
yes. And that is why when I was other than the fact that her stats are great, really killed it at the combine. When I met them, I was like, Rikishi. And I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
didn't. You remember Rikishi? He
Yeah.
did the stink face. And we were just laughing. And of course, this person's like 20 years old. And she had no idea what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went on to explain in great detail who Rikishi was to Rasika. And I think we really connected on that. I think that really like brought us together on this level that I think would really benefit my team. So Rasika Venkatesa.
She's also wearing high top Jordans, all reds. These are not
Yes.
shoes for the kitchen, by the way, folks. These shoes are going to be slipping and sliding on the grease everywhere.
These look like the back of them are velvet.
No, not to me. They don't look like that. They look like leather. All right, Reeves, you're up.
I'll take Laura. And here's the reason. So last pick, because and I remember who it was. Don't need to say their name, but it was because they were a chef and owner.
Yes.
Ah.
Now, Laura wisely goes one step further. She is an owner, but she's also an executive chef.
boom.
Smart.
And so that
Smart.
feels good.
Done.
I want the experience of someone in a leadership position.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That'll come in handy.
I guess I'm up, and I'll pick Charlie Pierre.
Mm.
Now, I did a lot of research on Charlie Pierre.
Black.
What did
Yeah,
your
I'm looking at
research
my-
say? Did it say that, Brian?
Mine did just say that. That's why mine's a one-page research that I did on Charlie.
So I've got my core, right? I've got my workers,
Mhm.
right, for my team. These are my
Uh-huh.
workers for my team.
Uh-huh.
I kind of need like a supervisory kind of looking guy now.
Yes.
I don't have
Huh?
that. I've got my workers, but I need someone who's like, I hate to use this term, crack the whip, but someone's gonna crack the whip.
No.
He said he hated to use the term.
He didn't want to use it.
You think it's something else.
I don't know
I need
any other
someone who
term.
can like really keep them motivated, right? So I'm thinking, I'm looking through these guys. I'm like, who will be able to motivate them, keep them going? And I found him, a guy wearing Vans.
Hmm.
Give me Dan Jacobs,
That's
clocking
good.
in at supervisor.
Sending emails late. Notice you didn't turn in your timesheet.
Notice you were late on your quickfire.
Your timesheet doesn't make sense to me. You said you worked for 36 hours on Saturday.
We're not open on
We're not
Saturday.
open. That's too many hours for a day.
And what is this, MedStar?
Okay, here we go. Wait, is it my turn? It is my turn, right?
Yeah, there's two people left.
There's two left. So whoever you pick, you kind of also are picking for Brian.
Ooh.
That's true. That's true.
Remember that.
Okay.
And one of these I didn't pick because I was like, that's a thirst trap.
I will be picking Alicia.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I will tell you why. I will tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Looking through the research, there are things that I'm normally looking for in people that I pick.
Yes.
Leadership qualities.
Uh-huh.
Being a chef.
Obviously.
Two things she has. One, she is a chef. Confirmed. Check.
Yes. Confirmed. Check.
She is private chef. Who's in charge?
Mhm.
She's in charge.
Just her.
It's just her in there.
And
She's
she
in
can
the
keep
weed
a secret.
Oh, yes. Every menu she puts together is in a folder that says top secret.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think
And
that
they're not in Joe
I thought she
Biden's
was in the
garage.
last-
Thank you very much.
I declassified these myself. I can do that. I'm the president. I thought she would go last. She has the one arm sleeve.
Yes. It was a worry for me, but the private chef part is really what pushed it over for me.
Yeah. Okay, and that means that my final pick is Savannah Miller.
Yes.
Savannah Miller.
Was she on my short list? No.
Was she on your long list?
Was she on my long list? Also, no. Was she on the entire list of people that I could pick from? Yes.
Yeah.
She was.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I think that did it. I think that did it. That got it done. Yeah, all right.
Well-
Let's, her pants are ripped. I don't love that. But
All right. we've got our
welcome
teams.
aboard.
We've got our team.
did
So
it.
running it down again, Brian's team for the next season is Kenny Wynn, David Murphy, Kalina Bliss, Rasika, not Rakeshi, Venkatesa, Savannah Miller. My team, which I'll call the Harlem Globetrotters, is Amanda Turner, Michelle Wallace, Valentine Howell Jr., Charlie Pierre, and coming in at manager Dan Jacobs. And then Reeves' team is Danny Garcia, Manny Barella, Kevin DeAndrea, Laura, I can't say the last name, and Alicia Lenz.
I wanted to
Alicia.
congratulate
Reeves.
you on saying everyone's last name. That is courage. I
Yeah.
was too cowardly to say their last names because I
Well, I
thought,
did say Laura's, but thank you.
hey, we
Reeves
can
has a
admit
thing
our
going
mistakes.
on here too.
What'd you say?
Garcia.
What's my thing?
Garcia, Manny, Barea, Kevin with the asterisks and the
Oh,
DeAndrea.
Now I see what's going on with Reeves. He's
Okay.
playing to the home crowd.
All from Wisconsin.
All right. Well, I can't really blame you. I mean,
All right, should we talk about what we ate last night for dinner?
all right, let's do Chefs I Prepared for You. This is a segment we do every week where we talk about what we had for dinner last night and only last night and present it as if we're presenting it to the judges on Top Chef. I will go first. There will be a winner, but there won't be voting because voting's wrong
Mm-hmm.
and bad.
We don't do it anymore.
Hey, they don't do it in Russia. All right.
And ain't that the place to be?
What did I eat last night? Chefs I procured for you.
Hell yeah.
Did I procure? What did I have for dinner? Reeves, I forgot what I had for dinner.
Jamal, you're not gonna believe this. I truly can't remember what I had for dinner.
Oh my god. This has never happened on this podcast, and now Brian's gonna be like, these two idiots are so stupid.
I think
These guys are such morons.
He's already started, Reeves.
Oh god, he already thinks we're so dumb because we can't
These
remember.
were so freaking dumb because we can't.
I work with complete fucking nincompoops.
He's talking into the microphone now, Reeves.
What are we talking about, guys?
He thinks we're so dumb that we can't hear him saying
That
that.
we can't hear. We can hear everything he's saying.
I'm just gonna make something up. I'm just gonna lie. I'm just gonna make something
Okay, I'll make something up.
Okay.
Chefs I procured for you. Big old fat steak. Big old fat steak. Ribeye. Some potatoes au gratin. And some sauteed spinach. Ooh, I was out painting the town red. I was at a restaurant.
Chefs,
Resident cow folks.
I prepare for you radishes, Greek yogurt, and a whole bunch of milk.
White dinner, you called it. The inside of the radish. The outside you took off.
And the inside, of course, is for the white people.
Only one person on my team could eat it.
Chefs, last night I procured for you half a Jersey Mike's turkey sandwich
Mm-hmm.
that I ordered. Here's what happened. I ordered it from the phone. I got home late. Kay said, I'll go
Mhm.
pick it up for you. So I ordered it. When she got there, she was like, "You ordered it for tomorrow," and they gave me a hard time because I closed in 5 minutes from when I got there. I said, "We can't go there anymore."
Good grief.
Well, who do you think won that one? I think, considering you've lost your ability to go to a Jersey Mike's, I think Brian won.
And there's no winners and there's no voting, so we can't. That's just the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you guys are out there and you're fishing for dinner tonight, I think we're gonna need a bigger boat.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Pawn Shop.
And we're back, Top Chef, Pod Chef. Can I do that again, Brian?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
they don't edit
Top-
anymore.
Top Chef Season 8, Episode
We're about
6.
speed, baby. Speed of delivery.
We're gonna need a bigger boat. Reeves, can you take us through the recap, please?
Of
Hold on.
course, my friend. This is a very fun episode. Classic. These are all classics this season.
Yeah.
We start off, as we do every episode, with the fallout from the previous episode. Jamie, of course, was like, I was fully expecting to be eliminated, and somehow I made it through again.
When I didn't cook.
We go back to the house. Everyone says, time to go to sleep. Good night. It's one of these things where you hear everyone say, like, good night, Carla. You know, good night, Tiffany. They're all saying
The
good night.
lights. You see the lights go out from the
Yes.
outside. The yellow light goes out.
Very Brady Bunch.
Everywhere you look, everywhere.
And that one. So, day and age.
On a newspaper page. Love and edition.
Should we just watch that show?
Yeah, can we do that? We just watch that
Wanna
show
do
and talk about it.
TGIF cast? Do we want to do that?
They should invite us on at least. We've
Yeah,
had
how
Steve
come
on
we
several
haven't been
times.
invited on TGIF?
I don't know.
Cap?
I think
don't know.
all three of us should be on, and we should take over the podcast,
I think that's a good idea.
run it
We
ourselves.
If Steve still listens, which most people don't,
Mm-mm.
invite us on. We will take over.
You'd be too kind to still be listening, but thank you.
Oh, we have a new review though too. We'll do it at the end.
Yes, at the end we will speak to the review.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a clip here. It is important that we play this whole thing. It is long,
Mhm.
and I want to set the stage. Nighttime,
Please.
New York City. Everyone is asleep again, except
Mhm.
three amigos, of course, Dale, Marcel, Trey, hanging out on the roof of the apartment
Mhm.
building. They are all wearing white shirts and black pants. Dale is in a what do we call them now? Wife empowerer shirts.
Uh-huh.
They are all drunk.
Yes.
Yes.
Check.
We see Marcel take a swig from some bottle that has been blurred out, but he's clearly drunk. Let's hear it now.
Here's the deal. I don't know how you guys do in your seasons, but I embrace the challenges and I make food for the people.
Marcel's salty because he thinks his chicken wings won. You're wasting a lot of energy on something that you can't change.
You made 20 dishes and whatever. We were supposed to make 150. So what the you won the challenge. Whatever.
You told me to plate 5 portions.
You know what? That's why they call it a game, and that's why they call it a challenge. And if you want to cry about it, you want to be a little bitch, then get the out the game.
Marcel's lucky I took anger management training. The old me would have been like, I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't shut the up right now.
Put it on plate.
Put it on the plate.
I definitely have noticed throughout the weeks that we've been here that Marcel is kind of an asshole.
That is Marcel at the very end going, rah,
Rah.
rah. He's very hungry in the competition. This is sad for everyone involved.
No one looks good in this.
No one listens.
No, except for even Trey.
Even Trey, because Trey shouldn't have been
hanging
hanging
out
out with
with
them.
By his-
Shouldn't have been hanging out there.
He's like,
He's
fuck,
too
you call
cool
me
to be
hanging out
hanging
with
with
these
those
guys.
These fucking guys. Marcel has gone full Raphael
Mhm.
in this situation.
He's
Damn.
gone.
Yeah.
He lost his sigh.
I don't know, Leonardo. I don't know.
Maybe.
Damn.
It's a competition, okay?
I don't know how they did it in your season, but in my season, we
don't care
did
what
the
Ed-
challenge.
I don't care what anyone says. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, live action, still the goat.
It looks
Who
good.
argues against that?
Oh, so many of these Gen Zers.
It looks great. They're doing puppets.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
The puppets were good.
Puppets were great.
Okay.
What is he mad about? And what is he mad about?
It's the number of dishes. So, like,
Mhm.
there's this setup, even before this clip, that I don't fully understand because Marcel's math is a little wonky. But he basically says that Dale made eight good portions. So everyone was making a ton of portions for the last challenge. They did make like 100 or whatever. But Dale only made 8 good ones and gave them to the judges.
Yes.
And
But-
that's why Marcel's like, I'm of the people. I tried to make them all be good.
Mm-hmm.
But Marcel's argument, the like side he's fighting from, it sounds like he won, and Dale is upset at him. He's because if you like cry about it, like he's talking to himself. Like,
Yeah.
why would Dale cry about it?
He doesn't cry
Like,
anymore. when
tears
He
Dale
of
did a
joy.
good job.
He might cry because he's happy he won.
Maybe that's why. Maybe he's actually comforting him because he's crying, and he's like, "It's okay, man. Don't gotta be
Get
a
it out."
bitch."
Yeah. Because we see later on this episode when someone comes in happy, Marcel does not like it.
People got to forget that Marcel also freestyle raps.
Yes.
It's truly a mess.
Because I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all. And I'm bliggity,
Black,
bliggity,
black,
bliggity,
black,
black.
y'all.
So the chef's alarms go off at 4:30 a.m. and they have no idea why. They all head to the
Who-
kitchen.
Who set them? Who set them if they don't know what's going on? Producers sneak in there and set their alarms while they were sleeping.
Hey,
What's-
excuse me.
what's-
Hey,
what-
where's your phone? I can't
What's
find your
going on?
phone.
Shh.
No, don't worry about it. Just tell me where your phone is. Tell me. Oh, it's over here. It's in your. It's
What's
over here. It's in your
happening?
bag.
I set my
Don't
phone
go
for
back to-
4:30 and now I'm
go
waking
back
up.
to sleep. Go back to
Shh,
sleep.
go back to
It's
sleep.
fine.
Don't look at me. Go back to
Go
sleep.
back to sleep. Go back to sleep.
Shut up.
What's all that noise on the roof?
It's
I
the
hear a
foot.
clatter. I hear a clatter.
Angelo, get away from me.
Oh no, he fell. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ah.
I found this whole suit. It's red. I'm going to put it on.
Oh my God, did you see that guy fall? Let's get our story straight. He fell, right? Wait, I think the story's good.
I saw Trey push him.
Oh, wait, that's a bad part of the story. Forget that.
Oh shit! Is this Trey's room? Hey Trey, go back to sleep.
I don't trust anyone in the competition.
Let's shave Marcel's head.
So they get to the kitchen and they get a sign that says "Gone fishing, meet us in Montauk." And Tiffany is so excited about it
Yeah.
that they all jump in their Toyota Cena's, John Cena's.
They're Toyota John Cena.
Da, 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 da. They're gone.
That's what the horn did.
Yeah.
My favorite thing. My favorite thing about this part is that we know their arms go up at 4:30. When they arrive in Montauk, the sun is going down.
Mhm.
The sun is fully going down.
Yep.
I think it's the next day.
Can we be honest with what this episode is? Tom like got ready. He was like, I'm gonna go fishing. And then they said, Tom, you have to film today. He's like, God damn it.
He's like, no.
I double booked. I got the fishing trawler today. I have to go fishing. It's my fishing day. I'm like, Tom, you're
do it.
supposed to be filming. Okay, it's fine. We've done this before. We literally have done this before.
I already paid for the boat.
Make them all go fishing too.
They gotta go with me. All of them
No
gotta go.
quick fire. Just make them all come fishing with me. They gotta catch something and then use it in elimination. Who gives a shit? I gotta go to catch my boat.
Dom,
It's my time.
Tom won't shut up about how much he loves doing stuff like this.
Oh my
I've
God.
heard him say it so many times. Go fishing, get a fish, go to the farmer's market, cook a dinner. He fucking loves that shit.
Oh, my perfect day. Perfect summer day.
Perfect summer day.
Perfect summer day.
Fish
So-
for a lifetime, huh? Fish for a lifetime. Never forget that, huh? I love this. Shut the fuck up.
Tom
get
and
it.
Padma, they're waiting for him. There is no quick fire, just the elimination challenge, baby. The chefs will be going fishing, and they will cook their fish as dishes.
Finally, we actually have to see, the consequences of our food system. So far we're always detached, but now we actually get an episode where we're catching the food and killing it.
Yes,
If you
and
kill it,
that,
you got to eat it.
Tom talks about that all the time. Respect your kill.
I'm saying. Yep.
He would say that as he's, has his foot over someone's head.
In Call of Duty.
Respect your kill. Yeah.
He's got his foot on like the neck of a buck,
Mhm.
a 12-point buck, and he's got his hand on the antler, and he's like, "Respect your kill." Yanks it back. Neck bones shatter,
Neck bone shatter.
and he
And then he takes out his lightsaber and cuts the belly.
Sleeps
climbs
inside it.
inside of it.
They pull fish from a net to get placed on teams. That's kind of funny.
Yep.
Real
Yeah.
quick, team 1, Antonia, Jamie, Tiffany. Team 2,
Uh-oh.
Carla, Dale, and Trey. Team 3,
Good team.
Angelo, Mike, Tiffany. Team 4, Fabio, Marcel, Richard Blaze.
Good team.
What a team. What a team.
Oh,
Fabio, Marcel, and Blaze.
and by the way, it's a double elimination day.
Uh-oh.
Almost like they were like, how do we guarantee we get rid of Jamie?
We're not going to miss fire here. All right.
Yeah. Let's just make sure we get Jamie.
There will always be another person going home. Okay. We will get you. I don't care how many times you don't cook. Angelo says he's afraid of the water because he watched Jaws too many times. And he's also afraid of pools for the same reason.
Yeah, because that episode, that clip in Jaws where they're in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And
Don't go back in the
shark-
pool.
Yeah. Get out of the pool.
Get
Get out of the pool.
We're going to need a bigger pool toy.
That's good.
We're going to need a bigger float.
That's good.
Fabio's dad.
Do we want to go back in the writers' room? No, we don't have time. Go ahead.
We can't.
Can I ask a question really quick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If next week we're starting the new season, why are we what are we even doing this episode for?
This is because the next episode won't come out in time before the next season. So then this week we're gonna be listening to the new episode, and then the next episode will be the first episode.
We could have just done the draft. Sorry, continue. They did a boat. They caught some fish.
Wow, You just wanna
Brian,
quit.
I hate to do this to you.
Please handle this, Reeves.
I really hate to do this to you.
Is there something
Go
I
back to
should
the
pay attention
spreadsheet.
to?
Go back to the spreadsheet, Brian.
You do need to go back to the spreadsheet. You do
Okay.
need to look at the point system and maybe look at row 13.
Okay, right now it's blank.
Okay, well, that is disappointing.
Okay, there we go. Something just popped up.
It's not
And I
blank
guess
for
was,
me.
was here all the time. You never question why we do old episodes, season episodes.
And
okay.
that's part
That's
of the
been
rule.
there for so long. Yeah, so that's been there for so
Yeah,
long.
I
It's
gotta
even
read
the
these
same.
things more often. I'm not really a fine print person. I'm
Well,
too trusting.
well, devil's in the
Yeah,
details.
and if you
baby.
were, you'd notice that these are written in different font sizes, so you can tell that they were there for a long time.
That
yeah.
they've been there the whole time.
That's how you know. You know, when you look at the Constitution and someone's written in
Yeah.
pen next to certain things,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
stuff that's
like,
been there
okay.
from the beginning.
Like John Hancock set his to 28-point font. Everyone else was like 12-point font. It's like, come on.
Those have been there the whole time.
So, Fabio's dad was on the national Italian fishing team. Is that something he actually said?
Nift.
I don't remember that.
Fabio supposedly is very
Didn't
good at
happen.
fishing.
Yeah, everyone trusts him.
I don't know. They had a weird system going.
Yeah, their system. So they get on the boats and they have fishermen to guide them through. And there's a fisherman who says on their boat, he's like, our method is you stick the rod in the water and you kind of like sway it back and forth and move it around. He's like, other boats will not be doing this. They may make fun of you and say that it's wrong.
Don't look at them. Don't listen to them.
Don't
look
listen to
at
them. They are wrong. Believe us. This is what we do full time. You must do it.
Mhm.
And it looked really cool.
It looked cool as hell. So basically, everyone's not getting. I mean, Dale gets a fish immediately. Antonio gets a fish, and then like no one's getting a fish for a while. We see Dale shaking his rod, making fun of Mike Isabella shaking his rod around, and then they all start biting, and everyone gets lots of fish.
Mhm.
And Dale gets a real big one.
Fish of a
I
lifetime.
thought that. Yeah, I thought that fish was going to take Dale out. He was sweating so much.
Mhm.
It looked like he was cooking.
Yeah.
Some of
He
that
was cooking
sweat in there.
something. Cooking
So they take
fish.
their fish back in. They go to the farmer's market.
I do
they
want to
pick-
point out really quick. There is a point. We get a little sneak peek of Mike Isabella's future here. He does make a joke there, helping Tiffany cast, and it's like this thing. And Mike says something like, "Don't let your husband see. Your husband's gonna be mad that we're doing this." And then it cuts to Tiffany's talking head, where she's like, "Mike Isabella is a sex offender."
Mhm.
He is problematic. He makes me uncomfortable. I
And
want to
I don't
report
like
Why
him.
him.
didn't we just see the signs there? Why didn't we just?
We
Make
ignored
that-
the signs back then. It was
Ah,
part of being a chef.
Jeez Louise.
Speaking of Izzy, he gives Angelo a spicy pepper and it fucks him up. Something
Mhm.
nasty. He starts
And then he
crying.
ball checks him.
Yeah.
He
and then
does.
they
He
do-
does. He does give him a sack
nut-
tap.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He nutmegs him.
That's dudes.
It was just bros hanging out back then. You
It's
used to be able
bros
to do
hanging
that.
out.
Can't do that anymore.
Now it's toxic.
Yeah,
Okay.
Can't
toxic.
sack tap anyone these days.
Okay.
Go to
I
fucking
guess
jail.
I guess
Wish
I
I
can't
could.
also put my balls on my friend who's sleeping now.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
That's weird.
I'm sorry. What if I make a circle with my thumb and my index finger, put it below my waist belt, and you look at it? Can I not hit you in the nuts then?
What's the point of leaving the house then? If that's the case,
What's the point of living then?
why don't I stay inside now?
I used to be able to go out, go to the grocery store, get in line, do that, have the cashier look at me, and then I would punch him in the fucking face. And then we'd
What happened
all
to the
laugh
America that
about
I
it.
knew?
We'd all go ha ha
Ha ha ha. We go have a beer together, okay?
Yeah.
Bud
But now
Light,
it's like,
thank you
I'm
very
calling
much.
the cops. I'm calling the Heineken for me. I'm driving.
They head back home. Trey misses his best friend, his wife. It's very sweet. They come back the next day to the beach, and they're ready to cook. It's overlooking Manhattan. This let me know the name of this place. The Water
West
Taxi
Exit
Beach,
Water Taxi.
Long Island City, baby. It's a summer's end beach party. Oh, and by the way, the winner receives a trip to Amsterdam and $5,000 for airfare.
Yeah, dog. That's first class.
So, all the teams start kind of figuring out what kind of dish they want to do. The kicker here is the Fabio Marcel Blaze team is only going to do one dish.
One dish.
And this is
With a
kind
lot
of driven.
components.
A lot of components because they're doing a succotash. And so there's a lot of clips of Blaze yelling at Fabio.
Mhm.
Fabio's like, dude, shut up. Stop telling me what to do. Because
Hey,
basically,
Fabio, need a push? Need a
Hold on,
push?
can you do that again? Can you do that again?
dude, shut up.
Okay, yeah, you sound just like the freaking Emperor.
The Emperor from
Dune 2.
Didn't see it. I'll take your word for it, though.
I'm going for the Wedding Crashers guy.
Oh, yeah.
The daddy.
Yeah.
Fucking McConaughey.
Anyways, keep going.
I mean, I don't know. Amy Adams.
There's a lot
The
of
level 7 clinger. All right, let's go.
there's a lot of Blaze saying, Fabio, I need this. Fabio, I need this now. I need it now. I need it now. I need it now. Like he's clearly very tense. He even says ahead of time that he feels Marcel is overworking the succotash. So he kind of is sniffing out that it maybe is not exactly right.
He weirdly also early on says like the key to working with Marcel is to make Marcel think that he's in charge.
Mhm.
And then halfway during the cook, he was like, Marcel's idea was bad. So what is it? Did you trick him into doing this? Or is this your idea? And now you're blaming on him that it's not working.
I got so into my idea that I let him be in charge. I forgot
My idea.
to pull the rug out from underneath them, and then it was
that's
me in
right.
charge.
At some point I was supposed to not do what he's doing at all and do something else. I forgot.
Shit.
That's on me, guys. That's on me.
That's my bad.
That's my B. Blaze got you next time on that one.
There's a lot of talk about Bluefish. They really drag
Fucking
Bluefish.
trash. They really
Jeez
this poor
Louise.
fish.
Because
My
just a
goodness.
fish just going through its life through the sea,
Yeah.
enjoying itself, and then bam, it gets caught, eaten, and then people are like, "It's disgusting garbage fish. It's so oily." Gotta
Fucking
deep fry
Bluefish is
this
sitting
bad
at home
boy.
watching this episode, just chilling. Like, man, I love Top Chef so much. Trash fish. Just like, oh my god, what the hell? What the hell?
Now they're protesting.
What the hell? You're talking about me? Fuck, I ever do to these guys? I didn't do anything to these guys. I don't even know
Look how
these
they're talking
guys.
about us.
Why are they coming for me and my family?
What?
That's it. We're painting our fins red.
Daddy, am I a trash fish? No, baby, you're not.
No, that's
I'm
just
not,
something
baby.
Daddy says when he's angry.
This is why when you give a trash fish, I'm not gonna make that joke. Continue.
They open the gates and the frickin' freaks walk in.
Well, hold on a
I'm
second.
not. No,
I kind of
I'm
want to
not-
hear what the joke
I'm
was going
not-
to be.
I was
You
gonna
could
reference.
just-
No,
you
I
could
was
just
gonna reference
remove
the
it.
test when they used to give the little kids the dolls and ask them which was the ugly doll. I'm not gonna reference. I'm not gonna make that joke.
All right. Kind of did.
You wanted to hear it. It's your
It's like
fault
The
now.
Walking Dead. Bunch of fucking psychos walk in. One of them, one of my favorite things about Top Chef, always when they let these psychos in, and two, listening to the questions they ask the chefs, which are so unbearable. Like someone's like, "Where is this fish even from?"
This one was the most obvious when they like that. Usually they're like they're patrons here to eat food. This one was like, come bother Top Chef contestants for 90 minutes. They crowded them and they had to like perform for them. These like rich Long Island City white people are just like, wait, so there's no phone, there's no nitrogen in this one? No, not yet. I talked to Richard Blaze. He said nitrogen thing to me.
Blaze got me. The judges show up. Tom looks at the crowd and says, "Let's go get some cocktails." He's not ready to eat yet. Needs a couple of drinks in him first. Real quick, the dishes. Team 1, which is of course Antonio, Jamie, and Tiffany. They did the striped bass and cucumber salad and smoked blue fish with tomato and open-faced porgy po' boy. Team 2, Carla, Dale, and Trey. Fish tacos with radish and cabbage. Smoked blue fish in hot smoke and striped sea bass with gazpacho. Team 3, Angelo, Mike, Tiffany. Pickled bluefish with spicy watermelon and striped bass with corn puree. Team 4, we talked about it. Fabio, Marcel, Blaze, sea bass with succotash. And of course, Marcel did a foam.
Of course. And they called it out. He just can't help himself.
You just can't help
Has to
but not do a foam.
God.
I need to do a Hamon foam so bad.
You
Foam
see, foam home. Jamie is trying to cook her fish. It keeps sticking to the bottom of the pan. That's a problem. They try her dish and they're like, "This is water on top of water. It's cucumber water." And then you added water to the cucumber.
She certainly didn't season the fish, I think Tom says. It's certainly not seasoned.
It's really not
Or the
seasoned.
water.
I like my water seasoned. Thank you very much. I get a tall glass of water and I put a bunch of cinnamon in it. They call Tiffany's dish crude. I don't really understand how that review works with food. I don't know what it said to the judge, but it was crude. And then they sometimes do this, and this stresses me out. The judges went and talked to the people. I'm always very nervous, even though I know they've edited this down, that one of them will say something terrible. And at any moment, one of these people could strike and take out any one of our judges.
This is definitely where if you were going to be murdered as a Top Chef judge, as it would happen here. This is when it would happen. Some obsessive fan, Tom is secretly my husband. He doesn't know yet. You finally get to meet him. You let him know he's not your husband. He says no. What else you can do? You have another option. You have to murder him. And nothing else left.
Bang, bang, dead.
And now you're a hero. Jodie Foster loves you. Is that who it was? Is that who we tried to impress? Was it Jodie Foster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a taxi driver.
That's right.
Pretty good. Pretty good movie.
Man, video tears getting so much this week.
This is the response to every movie he was in. It's a pretty good movie. Pretty good. Deer Hunter, pretty good. They head back to judge's table.
Dirty Grandpa? Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good. That playbook movie, pretty good.
Meet the Fockers.
2 and 3. Pretty
Rocky and Bullwinkle, pretty good. Pretty good. They head back to judge's table. On the top,
Raging Bull.
never saw it. Don't like black and white movies.
It's a slow burn.
On the top, team 2 and team 3. The diners went crazy for Dale's tacos. And of course, Carla's dish took them in a different direction they thought the bluefish would go. She put it on a bagel. It's kind of a play on fish and bagel, kind of a New York thing. Pretty smart. In the end, Carla wins. She did the smoked bluefish with lettuce wrap, pickled watermelon rind, and radishes, bagel croutons. Very smart. So they come back. Carla's like so ecstatic that she's won. She's so happy for herself. And then Marcel, they're all bummed. And Marcel's like, sorry if I'm not like super ecstatic right now, because this means that we're on the bottom. Okay. So I can't be happy for you. Not capable of it.
Yes, you can, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Everyone else does it.
I know.
Everyone else does it.
At least Carla
Literally.
then like feels bad about it. She's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad. It's fucked up. On the bottom, team 1 and team 2. Why did they decide to do one dish? I can't tell you that. It needed to be more restrained. It was overworked, had bad texture. There's a lot of reviews to it. I didn't like it. And this real sad part here is they bring in Antonia, and they said Antonia would have been the winner had the other two dishes, the Jamie and Tiffany dish, not been so bad.
Mhm.
She would have been the winner. They framed it as you would be going to Amsterdam right now. We would put you on a plane to Amsterdam if your other teammates weren't such pieces of shit.
Shit. Which she takes gracefully. She like laughs. She's like, "Oh, thank you. That means so much. You fucking asshole."
And then they kind of
When
throw it on
you-
her. And they're like,
Yeah.
"Did you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you? When you saw that Jamie said my dish is done, and she just had a bunch of glasses of water out there that she was handing out to people saying it's a dish.
Why didn't you help out?
Why didn't you help out and turn
didn't
it
you-
into food?"
Yeah, why do you help out by telling them they were doing a bad job? When you ask why they did one dish, what were you supposed? It was a team challenge.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
They weren't supposed to be cohesive. They didn't. There was nothing team about it. You were just like sharing a table.
Yeah,
Do one dish. You're a team.
do one dish. Yeah, do one dish well.
Well, yeah, that's the main thing. Do one dish well.
Which, by the way, you have 3 chefs, very talented chefs. You can't do one dish that you're all working on well. That is, yikes! You better be happy that Jamie was here.
And if there's one thing you take away from this episode, it's that if you leave the bloodline in on a bluefish, it will be the most disgusting thing you've ever eaten in your entire life. Always take the bloodline out. They talk
It's
about
so
it 50
fishy.
million times. Yep. So eliminated, of course, is Jamie for her
And Tiffany.
and
by
Tiffany
proxy.
for their striped bass and smoked bluefish.
For their yucky fish dish.
Yucky
Yep.
fishies.
And the person that did the yuckiest, Tiffany and Jamie.
Mhm.
Tiffany says, I'm glad they got to come on this show and prove that I'm not a fucking piece of shit. All I wanted to do this season was come on in and prove that I'm not the worst fucking asshole in the world. And I think I did that.
And I did
Yeah.
that. And then I also
Yeah.
cooked a lot of shitty food.
It's also like, how come you couldn't do that in the first season?
My favorite thing is, for whatever reason, they end with Kelly saying, I can't wait to go home to my girlfriend, Kelly, is the greatest girlfriend in the world, or something like that. And it's like, why is that included? Like, all I'm saying is, I don't care if you have a girlfriend, just don't parade it around with my
Brian-
top chef.
Brian doesn't like that. I forgot.
You don't like that she's being humanized and shown to be a
Yeah,
very nice
Brian
person?
doesn't like that.
Like,
Brian
no one else
said-
said that. No one else was like, I get to go home to my girlfriend.
Brian said this is part of the Top Chef agenda.
I know I was radicalized from it, and now I'm lesbian.
Now you have a girlfriend.
Love ladies.
My favorite version of Tiffany is we talked about it last week. TOC, Tournament of Champions version. She's just there to win. She's a
Yeah,
determined
she's
winner.
now
there to
she's,
make
she's all
friends.
business. She's
Yeah.
all business.
This feel like she was all business casual.
Too casual about it.
Yeah. You're in a competition. Act like it.
I mean, it didn't even look like it bothered her at all that she was going. She was like, "Well, all right, I don't have to do restaurant wars. I'm out of here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even fight away Fabio trying to give her nasty kisses that were so loud.
She welcomed
Spiked
them.
the mic.
Jamie, on the other hand, was walking around like had their hands open looking for a hug, and everyone kept turning.
There's like,
Left and right.
wait, hold on. What's going on over here?
She's like, "Can someone cook me a dish?"
No,
She said,
And
I'm
there's no
upset I
Last
didn't
Chance
cook
Kitchen.
2 times. And I went home on a dish that I'm proud of. Well, if they don't like it, I liked it, so I don't care.
yeah, that's the words of someone who can take criticism.
That's what you say when you did bad.
Yeah. All right. Do we even want to do Worthy or no?
We don't do that
No,
anymore.
you gotta go. You gotta listen to another episode. But
Oh, that's right.
next week you might hear it. Who knows? This is a good stopping point, I
Wow.
think. Right before Restaurant Wars,
yeah.
and we'll pick back up.
Yes, it is. Well, so listen up, everyone who's listening. This is season 8, episode 6. We're going to need a bigger boat. We're pausing season 8 until we get through season 21, which starts this week. So we'll return back to this at Restaurant Wars after about 14 episodes of the new season. and we'll pick right back up right where we left off. And can't wait.
And we'll remember
Is there-
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
We'll
obviously.
know jokes. We'll know references. We'll know the Christopher
Food
Walken
prep.
thing. Fabio. We'll know all of that stuff.
Yep.
We'll remember
Food
it.
prep, everything.
It'll
No
be all
problem.
top of mind. Should we read this review real
All-
quick?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is from Origins Isabella. Which might be Mike. I've listened to all of parentheses squiggly line 5 parentheses the Top Chef podcast out there, and this is by far the best one. The hosts are hilarious. This is I'm reading through it, and have some of the best Top Chef contestants on as guests. You get the real scoop plus some dorky food talk. Viva la DiGiorno. Not what that means. Don't know. It's not sure what Viva la DiGiorno means.
I thought it was some kind of dog whistle to you or something.
Yeah.
Either way,
dog whistling
If
at
you want to hear your review read while Jamal rudely plays snore sound effects behind it, leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and no one does it, but let us know what you had for dinner the night before.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
appreciate that,
that
review.
should
Very
be in
nice.
your review. Please tell us what you had for dinner the night before in your review. All right, Brian, you go ahead and play the music now. This used to be such a well-oiled ending to the show.
Oh no,
It really
Brian
used to
really
be.
is
It's never
asleep
been
now.
well-oiled.
Yeah, it used to be such a crisp, he just play the music and then we just back out.
The sleepy little
All right,
baby.
until next week in the new season, we'll pack our knives and go.
This is fun. This is great, guys. You guys got something here. This is fun.
He's asleep. Okay, don't wake him up. We gotta get out of here. I still can't remember what I said.
Yeah, let's just
No,
I'll tell you what.
give me the bluefish.
Oh no.
Oh my God, he's
No.
dreaming about the episode.
I like it trashy. That's how I like it.
Oh god,
No, he's at the strip club.
I think he might be in a Total Recall type situation.
Oh, he is.
Oh, you have
And he
3
says-
boobs? 3
Oh,
boobs.
he definitely is. Oh, god.
It's got 3. I can't do Schwarzenegger. Goodbye, everyone.